Going live in 3, 2, 1. Hi, guys. Welcome to Karma on Deck. Right next to me is my best friend, Moxie. She's of Magic and Moxie Astrology. And she has the most amazing brain. And when I came to visit with her, she said some things to me. And I was saying earlier how I felt like my head spun around like The Exorcist and this huge awareness. I was like, oh, shit, you're supposed to learn astrology. And learn she did. But what's fun about this journey is, like I said, hi, Monica, thanks for coming back with us. So, like I was saying, the thing about Moxie is don't give her a pen and a whiteboard because she'll drag you right on into a discussion and be like, here we are at 3 a.m. in our pajamas. She's like, oh, wait, look at this connection right here. And so the cool thing about that is having her just really pull apart all the complexity of astrology. And like I said, and I'll say it again, astrology is like learning geometry, trigonometry, high algebra, hieroglyphics, and Latin
all at the same
all at
time.
Once. So she has a tendency to make complicated things simple. So we're going to just start talking about where to start, what to do, what's next, what you want to see happen with astrology, or maybe even have her explain to you that she's going to be on here in the mornings. I think you should come on here live in the mornings because they'll ask you a bunch of questions and it's fun.
Yeah, I've been doing Facebook Live, but not this kind of live.
Dang, Vivian.
Hello.
Meet my best friend. So she's whose house I'm at when you hear the family talking. So,
or me talking.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Especially in the middle of the night or whatever. So, welcome to Moxie.
Hello, hello, hello.
So talk about today's aspects. What we're going on with today too, that you can remember.
Oh, that I can remember. Whatever. So we actually had a lot of Uranus aspects today. And Uranus is all about, it's kind of domineering, but it's in conjunction with, it's square Mars or Venus today.
Okay.
So it's square Venus today. So love lives are going to be all about like claiming what's yours, claiming what's that. I mean, and you guys can hit my YouTube and go through all of the daily aspects. They're super fun. I don't know if you guys watch it or do it, but like that's how I set my day. That's why I get up and do it first thing in the morning, and then I'm like, oh, that's why. That's why.
Well, didn't you say something about expansion going on or something having to do with?
Oh, Saturday. Saturday was all about Jupiter, and Jupiter expands anything that it touches. So if it's touching Venus, right, then there's going to be like all of this great big expansion, whether it's like new relationships, or if it's so when it's touching Venus like it was on Saturday, you're going to want to push boundaries. Pushing boundaries is what Jupiter's all about, and making things bigger. So that was Saturday.
Well, and we did have, so here's what's interesting. Saturday, and over the last couple days, because the aspects usually hit me like a day before or a day after. And of course, all these aspects affect everyone differently. So what's true is, even though, like, for example, Mercury retrograde came and hit me right in the balls on October 11th, and it was a week before, it was shadow period. So it was really coming hard and fast. So for this weekend, that's what we did. And who are you saying it was? Expansion is Jupiter. So in playing with Jupiter energy, what we had was a bunch of, like, today's luncheon, for example, was Sarah. I keep wanting to call her Angel. I don't know why. So Sarah, Moxie, and I are doing a coaching course together, and we had a meeting on that today. We had investors talking to us. We were talking about the property we want to build. We were talking about, how we're going to organize our time and what we want to offer. And so Jupiter's really playing with that energy, and it's fun because when I pull away from astrology and I'm like, what is going on? And I look back, I can always point to the element that's in play when it comes to that. So her YouTube channel is Magic and Moxie, but we're going to be posting her videos on here so you can enjoy her energy in the meantime while we build that. But her link is on the cover of my channel, Magic and Moxie, so you can find that.
Yeah, and I'm an early bird. Carla was telling you guys, like, I'm up. I'm usually recording by 6 o'clock, 5:30 if I can get away with it.
So for those of you that are on the East Coast, and Vivian, if you weren't on the first channel, or the first video, but if you go on the first video, there were like 3 other chicks on there from your area, which was fun. So anyway, so what's coming up tomorrow, do you know?
Oh, it'll be all in my video tomorrow.
Oh, dang. All right. So we got fucking told. Okay. So, any rate, what if you were to say somebody were to study astrology? What would be the first thing? And we're going to do some courses. We're going to do some videos on this is what you do. And we'll pull up charts so you can take a look at how that works. I might even have her do my chart live. But anyways, yeah, that would be fun.
That would be super fun.
So, what was I saying? So if you were to study astrology, or you were to tell somebody that was new, like my thing is I always tell people to learn their sun, moon, and rising. And I explain their sun, moon, and rising because they can enjoy what those readings are and know this is how you process feelings. This is how you show up to others. And I think I read something that said, this is what you need to do. This is how you're going to do it. And this is how you're going to show up when you do it or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah. That's your sign, planet, house. So a sign tells you what, planet tells you how, and house is going to tell you where. Does that make sense?
So there's 12 houses, 12 signs, and then all them goddamn planets.
Right.
So it's how, look at her, she said, what?
So, yeah. So think about that. We had that example. You and I were talking about this example where if you have, say, Venus, which is how we show love, how we accept love, and then you've got Venus in Capricorn, right? Which is all about structure and solidarity and practicality, right? So that's how we show love. And then in the house, will show you where you have a issue or where you will shine, depending on the aspect.
So what's the 10th house?
Of course, you give me the 10th house.
First house.
10th house. So it'll tell you where. So like if you're in the 9th house is your money.
Mm-hmm.
And so 9th house is your money. Sorry, every once in a while, all of it so fast. But 9th house is your money. So then you may have issues or excel, depending on the degrees, where it sits in that house.
So if you're listening to an astrologer and she's saying something about, so explain it again so you get it. So it's...
So the planet.
The planet is how?
No, I'm sorry. The sign is what?
So the sign is what you're doing.
It's what, yeah. So
the sign is what?
Venus is love.
So Venus is
how
love.
you show love. It's how.
How you show love.
I get confused when we're talking because I just said it. How, what, where.
So in addition to the how, what, and where, degrees tell you how much of an energy that's going to be. So for example, 1 degree is its beginning, right?
Is the very beginning, and 29 degrees is, I'd say the culmination.
The reaping, the culmination, the blossoming of...
The mastery, right? So if you have... Degrees are fascinating for me, and I continually study degrees because they're kind of they're not just kind of interesting, they're incredibly interesting because it'll show the beginning of a journey. So if you have your sign in the very beginning of something, it's probably something that you're needing to develop, or infants. Let's take a baby. So people in general, so something that's in the first set of degrees is this baby that's grasping and flailing and doesn't have good mastery over its own limbs, right? And then as it gets older, it masters those skills that it needs to survive. So if you have, say, Venus in the 27th degree of 30, because it's split into 30 degrees, then you're showing good mastery in how you show and receive love. It's really pretty fascinating.
So in addition to the degrees,
we could go all night.
Right. So so this is just the beginning of explaining how we're going to break this all down for you. So in addition to the degrees, then you have all the conjuncts and trines and squares. And those describe how the planets work together, pull on each other, affect each other, or compound a situation. So we're going to break these all down for you so you can play with it with a little competency and enjoyment. Mind you, we do have my cards out. If you want to ask Moxie anything, if you want to ask any questions, you can go ahead and do that. Vivian said you guys low-key look like. alike, which is true. We get accused of being sisters all the time. So I don't mind. I don't have a sister. I'll take her.
You'll take me?
I'll take you.
Oh, okay. I'll take her too.
I want that little camper. Did you see the camper?
I saw the camper.
I want a camper. If I had a credit card, I would get that little camper.
It was totally you.
But you're better off
without a credit card.
Better off without a fucking credit card.
Yeah.
All right. So, hi, Loveritas. That's awesome name. I love it. So, do you guys have some questions? Varsity, did I do a reading for you already, babe? So this is my tribe. Welcome. They're very loving. They're very fun.
I love you guys.
And they kind of,
I love you guys.
They're really fun to hang out with because you don't feel like you're on camera. Like Facebook feels like just anybody random coming by. But here's what's cool is YouTube is my favorite platform. And here's why. These people literally choose to be here for you. They're not here because they happen to be wandering about your Facebook and go, that looks like a bullshit sandwich, and then you're going to sit there and go, well, fuck you too. These aren't just random people coming by. And you do definitely get some random trolls. There's Marvel. What's up, babes? So you definitely get people that wander in on the lives, but most likely you're going to get people that really just choosing to be here. And even people that just wander in and are new, they're choosing because that's what they're looking for. So I really do love my tribe. I know I go play on Babalawo's channel all the time and it's not quite the same. However, this is my girl. So if you have questions for me, I'll go ahead and read. Marvel, you want me to pull something on you too? And I didn't pull for Varsity, I don't think. Are you still on there? Thank you for the likes. So I'm going to do something really quick.
This part. I love.
Huh? Yeah.
Good.
Bam. Okay. What's your feeling on the eclipse that's going to be on December 26th? This is a time where we can reformat our thought process. Hey, here's what's cool about that too, is I had some pretty amazing stuff going on. Each of these eclipses fell on my goddamn birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And then my birthday was January 9th. The eclipse handled there. And then I got my reunite with my love on the eclipse of the following big one in July. And so I'm damn curious to see how this comes back out. And so I'm finding that Saturn conjunct Pluto is asking us to gain back the soul side of ourselves. And welcome.
Oh, absolutely. So let's go back to the eclipse. This eclipse is huge, guys. Everything is shifting, and I don't know if you guys, I love this comparison. There's an eclipse at the end of December, and then there's an eclipse in January. And both of them are all about completing chapters, right? That is, 2019. And I think, 4 videos ago, I talked about the eclipse that's coming up and how much energy it's going to pull, because it is all of this. Eclipse is all about closing chapters, moving forward. 2020 is going to be huge. There toward the end of 2020, this is absolutely 100% a transition period, because in late 2020, we're going to enter the age of Aquarius.
What?
Oh, yes.
I want to sing that song.
I know.
This is the dawning.
Yeah. Of the age. Yeah. So, but, and if you think about that, it's all about a shift, a general shift in humanity. That's what that whole era was made of, the last age of Aquarius, where it's all more about harmony and taking self-care, care of our planet, care of other people. So look for that, guys. Finish up chapters, get the work done with this eclipse. It's time to shut doors, not doors that are open, but, stuff that doesn't serve you.
Lock them bitches.
Yeah.
So Loveritas is saying, I felt the shift for the last month and a half. I am going to pull a card for her because she asked me to. Let's take a look and see. So Marvel's saying, I'm finding that things are shifting. Is this December 26th a precursor to the next 10 years? And asking, do you want to be doing the same mindless things over and over?
Yes,
Which is actually true. And I was talking about my Chiron return, and I had to cut off because we were losing some of the, Wi-Fi or whatever that bullshit was. But my Chiron return, you were saying, is likely 50 years. And that's why I'm saying I'm 49. I turned 50 in a month. So for me, that Chiron return is that big decision of, am I going to repeat these lessons for another 50 years? And that's kind of the reason why you see people still stuck at 90. They didn't make that decision to shift.
Chiron's my favorite.
That's what Orion said. That I met an amazing astrologer the other night. Like, he was like 6'99". I don't know. He was huge.
He's all right.
And
I'm just teasing. I love you.
He's like, I could talk about Chiron, because Chiron, I have 1 degree of Aries in my first house.
I think
Say it out loud so they can hear it.
Aries. And are you okay? Are you finding that some astrologers are playing on the Chiron in Aries and are using it in a bad way, where they are asking you to do
healings with them?
I'm not running into that a lot. That's interesting that you are. Or if that's just a legit question. I think that right now we should be paying attention to Chiron, because when I say that we're closing chapters, we're talking about opening and closing those old wounds.
He said, "What is your take with Chiron and Aries?" I'm not exactly sure it's in Aries, but from when I looked at it, it was first degree Chiron Aries.
Yeah, first degree
for me.
Yeah. Well, and Aries is the beginning of the sign. Aries is all about beginnings. So if you've got those wounds, that's what Chiron represents. Well, your core.
That's where all the bullshit started. And remember, I said I channeled when I was coming up in all these self-talk about why it was difficult for me to take up space, and why it was difficult for me to ask for what I need, because I was in
the cutest sneeze ever.
I decided not to blow spit all over my microphone, so I was gonna put it over there. Anyways, so yeah, that was where it all came in for me, and then to turn around and find it in my astrology chart.
Yeah.
All right, so this is for Loveritas. So she's an Aries too. So I am seeing some difficult decisions coming up for you, and whoever it is that you're asking for support or making this decision with isn't contributing, because I'm definitely seeing right here the 9 of Swords. Hi, Fam82. So this is the 9 of Swords, which is you feel like a ghost. This person's not responding, so you're getting a little short-tempered. I do see the 2 of Swords, so you're trying to, the Libra, which is all about balance, okay? So you're feeling as if you can't win with whatever decision that you are making. And the Magician shows about to go on. You're required to step into your leadership on this one. Do you see a relationship? Wendy Ponson Hall. Hi, babes. Ooh, it's a lot of self-care and a lot of money being used to heal. I don't really believe that anyone can do the work for you. I believe that I am damn good at helping you see yourself. And my coaching is not something where I tell you what to do. It's where you tell me what you need and I help you get there. But I do see a lot of people telling that stupid shit. Oh, bro, you already know me beating the negative self-talk is my gig. Look at her face. That's my jam. Okay, so this is for Mariana. No, this is for Wendy Ponson. So Wendy, currently I am not seeing relationship energy for you. I am seeing that you've been single for a little bit. 5 of Cups telling me that you have some regret. You're not enjoying life going on around you right now. You've been working too hard. But I do see financial gain for you and things going well. I might even see a job change for you. Do some self-care for you. I am seeing the Star card, which is you're starting to look at new opportunities and might possibly be changing jobs. And I'm seeing the Emperor. So you might be in love with someone who's a little too independent. That came out after I pulled the Emperor. So the Emperor card is showing me that there's someone that is involved in your energy, which is the 2 of Cups behind the Emperor. And that regret right here is telling me that they're not responding or reciprocating at this time. So it's a split decision on whether you want to wait for that. I don't see relationship energy coming your way, but you are entangled with someone at the moment, regardless. What you be trying to say? So Fem82, I think there was someone in between there. Mariana, she wants a love reading. So we do use... So we do have the Mystic Dreamer Tarot right here, which I'm going to pull for you, which is my love and lover. You're welcome, loveritas. Hang out, subscribe, share. All right, so Wheel of Fortune is coming up for you, Mariana. Mariana, Wheel of Fortune, and then we have the King of Pentacles. So whoever it is that you're with or spending time with, I don't know why you're arguing about money, but I'm also seeing the Four of Cups. You're not getting your way, and your intuition is firing like rapidly with this individual. Fate is telling me that you're right where you're supposed to be, though. Nine of Cups is regret. Remember, guys, you're the architect of your own design. So if you don't like your viewpoint, you got to turn around, open a window, walk away, step inside the house, outside of the house, like do the shifts that are required for you to change your viewpoint. But I do see Nine of Cups. You're not happy with what's going on, and fatigue is playing a big role in how you're responding to the world because you're tired as shit. Fem 82, may I be added? Oh, Alicia Bailey said, hey, I messaged you last week on Facebook. I started my new job. Hell yeah. So Marvel's asking Moxie, what's the best part of the transits that are happening now as of December 16th?
Well, I'm a girl. So right now Venus is sextile with Black Moon, with Lilith, with Black Moon Lilith. And so it's a lot of strong sexual energy, a lot of put on the heels and the red lipstick and go dominate and take it. I mean, but for men too, I mean, right now, today, there's just such a strong, it's sextile with Black Moon Lilith right now. So a lot of power, a lot of, I want what I want. I love that line. A lot of taking what you want. So I think that's probably my favorite aspect that's going on right now as of December 16th.
So Wendy, you're asking me, not Wendy, Alicia Bailey, I love it, but my question is, will we get our house? Thank you. I am seeing that they're weighing and measuring credit right now. You might need to put down a little bit more money because I'm seeing the 8 of Coins here. 2 of Coins means payment, 3 of Cups, family, King of Swords, victory. I'm going to throw a yes out there on that one. Hello, 4Ts, what's up? And did you know that Palo Santo is now considered an endangered product that may be extinct? So hold on to any you have. Noted.
Thank you for the tip.
Miss Angel has some. Sarah has some. So we will be calling her ass and saying, save me those. I'm trying to untangle. Well, I thought I had anyway. Tamara, what's going on? Did you know? Charlatans. Any I need to know about?
Okay, charlatans are coming out.
Tamara forever. Yes, you can have a reading.
Isn't that kind of the case anyway?
What?
Like, there's been snake oil salesmen since day one.
You know,
charlatans are
true.
always out there.
So here's my thing. I have people say to me all the time that they had an individual come up to them in a parking lot or in a grocery store or while they're at dinner in line at the Walmart. Oh shit, I'm finding that I'm dreaming a lot. Is anyone having crazy dreams? Wow.
Guys, can I tell them?
Yeah.
Like, seriously, like the other night I dreamed that I was, because I study a lot, I'm not going to lie, and so I would go to bed with planets on my mind, and I dreamed that I was putting, we decided, ayahuasca branches inside the planets, and then once I did, there was like a little hump on the planet, like it was pregnant, and then I looked down and my stomach is huge, and our takeaway in discussion, because we do that a lot in the morning, because I start talking at like 6 o'clock and Carla's like, I'm not even awake, but go ahead. I'm like, your subconscious is hearing this, but...
You're going to get it, bitch. You're going to get it anyway. Just drink the coffee.
That's exactly how it goes.
Let's just drink the goddamn coffee and listen.
But basically, you know, like there's something coming. And how did you describe it? It's this feeling of being pregnant with ideas and...
You're done studying and it's time to give birth to this education.
So,
but here's what's cool is when we've been having these dreams and she's trying to describe this tree that she said she saw, and you know me, I'll just channel whatever comes into my head and spit it out my mouth.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking at her and I'm like, so ayahuasca, I'm hearing ayahuasca, you're being called ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And she's describing the tree to me and I look it up online and she's like, yeah, that's the tree. So dreams, very vivid dreams. So who was I looking at? So this is for Tamara. Do you have a specific question for me, love or money? And I will pull for you. Varsity's asking about, will I apply for I applied for IT positions within the federal government. Will I get one? Let's look for Tamara. I'm sorry, for Varsity. You were up there earlier. I wasn't sure if you were still playing. Well, text me, Marvel Girl. testing you. So Marvel, text me on who I should stay away from. Shit. So I am seeing for you, Varsity, that there is some celebration coming, opportunity of the yin yang. And I don't know if this is something where you're going to be in a position where you're teaching, but I am seeing the Knight of Coins, balance, and justice. So federal government would be justice. So that's a good indicator that it's a yes. I'm liking it. Plus, you're going to love it because there's balance there, but you're going to wait. And it's like totally all about, waiting. So they're not real easy to get a hold of, and they're not going to be in any rush to do the paperwork, but you're on a place where your expertise is going to start to have to shine. So there you have it. So Marvel's saying a few that you stay away from. Okay, what do you think about this Saturn conjunct Pluto transit?
Well, I want him to go back and say, tell us who are you talking about? Charlatans? Who are we staying away from?
She'll text me.
Oh. Haha.
My phone will be ding, ding, dong, ding, ding. So now is the time of doing and not thinking.
Yes.
So she just said, yes.
Yeah,
so
yes.
You have my number. Oh, her number. I'll send you her number. He said send me your number.
Yeah. Or you can get me on email too.
Oh, she will.
Oh.
I get texts all the time.
Okay.
So Tamara, let's take a look and see what's going on for you, darling. Actually, I'm going to use this relationship deck because I feel like it's personality that you're going to need to pull apart. Doesn't have a specific question, but a person with me, his name is Melvin. What'd I say? He's a Cancer. See? Relationship energy. Cool. All right. So first thing that comes up is balance. This individual just may very well be interested in having a relationship with you because I'm seeing commitment coming of it. When you're around this individual, it feels like things get easier. I am seeing the Six of Swords, which is things getting easier. And I don't know if you're just staying up late or not getting sleep, or if you two, you're getting to a place where you're exhausted too as well. I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles. That's something we'll have to talk about in private. But the Five of Swords, I would watch this person's individual behavior because I don't feel like they're always on the up and up. They're just waiting for an opportunity to be honest with you. And I do feel like there's a little bit of... Five of Wands, there might be a little bit of conflict with this individual, and also quite possibly a new job. So why are so many astrologers saying Saturn conjunct Pluto is mostly doom and gloom? I got a new phone and lost all my contacts. Copy that.
Because Saturn is your taskmaster. Saturn is all about challenges and sending challenges your way, and usually it is about what you need to overcome. So Saturn is all, that's like your taskmaster. And then when you talk about Saturn with Pluto, conjunct Pluto, Pluto is your destinies and you're finishing up your mastery. And so it is exactly what you were saying. It is all about action, overcoming obstacles, and getting ready for what's coming next. So I don't think it's doom and gloom. I think it's a sign to level up. Saturn conjunct Pluto is all about leveling up, right?
Getting your shit together. And you know what? Here's the truth. If you are one of those people that aren't coachable, and you feel like everything is something you have to do, then yeah, it's going to feel like doom and gloom or a taskmaster. It's going to feel like the drill sergeant instead of, hey, get excited, here's things to do. I paid a bill today, and I'm like, ooh, I get to pay my phone bill. She said, you are the only person I know that goes, ooh, a bill, yay. And it's all about like, but the money I have enough abundance that I'm excited and I don't feel stressed out about that shit anymore. So I guess it is all about perspective. So she wants to know what's your sign and how you got started in astrology, and then I'm going to go to Fem. I text.
So I'm a Gemini Virgo, right? So my sun sign is Gemini. My ascending is Virgo. And if you want to get started in astrology, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I literally started with 4 books. Ask this girl right here.
Tell the story of how you got started, because I told him an exorcist moment where I was sitting there and all of a sudden my head spun around. I'm like, oh, bitch, you're supposed to learn astrology.
Yeah, that is exactly how it happened. But, okay. But there's another side. There's my side to this story. This is how I got started in astrology, right? Carla is sitting at my table talking to me, and she's telling me some things about astrology, and my brain just went ping, because I could see the patterns and I could see the science, and I'm all about data, guys. I'm all about data, and I could see, like, I don't know. It's just sound preachy. Like, I could see it in my head, and I felt like I already knew it. I felt like I knew the patterns. And so I started grabbing books, and that's my superpower is patterns, 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 patterns. And they just click, right? And I also have a vault. Like, I have like this quantum processor. That sounds arrogant, but I do. It's
this
literally
is no arrogance or hubris. This is literally, I have never seen a brain like hers in my life.
I can read it once and like,
oh no,
the recall is
self-taught.
insane.
This woman can tell you on what side of the paper, which page, third row down, in a conversation regarding the sun, I discovered that Venus. I mean, like, she's an amazing brain. So
I love this comment. So Marvel says, oh my gosh, you were self-taught. You were amazing. Listen, I want to tell you something though. This is not just like self-taught, right? So look it up. Most astrologers, to get their certificate, is 2 classes of astrology, basic astrology, where you take 1 class a week, right? It's 43 hours. And then you've got 2 classes of psychology, 43 hours each. So you're looking at what? 160 hours. I guarantee you I put in 160 hours a month. No. Yeah.
she was up till 4 a.m. for days. So anyway, what was cool though was
the work is there.
We played, and whenever she got stuck, because I understand astrology, I don't know it. Or I should say I know it, not enough to teach yet. So I am definitely playing with spirit. So I found those spaces where she got stuck and she would ask me something and my little head would turn like the puppy and I'd be like, no, it's this. And sure shit, she'd look it up and there it was. So she was able to get over those humps without someone in astrology because we trusted spirit. So when we come to that, we have both, goddammit.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like the work, but the work is there, is what I'm trying to say is, you know, it's amazing. I love it.
So uneasy. Hey, what would I need to do to get my cards read? Sorry, very new to this. Post up a question and we will answer it. And there is a donation button here for, I was going to say YouTube. I'm on YouTube for PayPal if you so choose to. But let me go up here a little bit because I think Fem was asking me a question. I'm not sure. You subscribed and liked. I think I'm on Fem.
You are.
So this is your passion. She lit up like a light bulb, Marvel. I texted you. If you didn't get it, email me so I know. If not, I'll give it. I'll email you and make sure you get it.
What is the phrase you use? It's like the best book I ever read, and I just can't put it down.
Yes,
it's my religion too. Like
I did say, it's my religion. It is the one thing that's proven itself to me. So when it comes to religion, every time I turn around, there's some dogma or bullshit that turns me off. We should do videos together more. I told you the magic is right here.
Absolutely. You know what though? She called me out. She called me out online. I'm at home. I'm laying in my bed. I just got done with my day job, and I'm listening. And she's like, "I just told Moxie to come down. She won't come though. She's been up since 4 o'clock. She'll tell me no.
4 o'clock.
And I just got in my car."
Okay, so Fem, subscribe and like. Let me see what's going on with you. What is Red's level of interest in me? Are you ready? Is this a work-related connect? Your interest in that individual, this is a work-related thing. You feel like you shot your shit. So for some reason, you feel like you've already put it out there that this individual, that you have interest in this individual. I do see the Ace of Pentacles. This feels like a work-related energy. I don't feel like they're going to reach out right now. I do feel like this might also be something that you met either online or work-related. This is something that I'm feeling like it will take some time. They may also already have somebody in a relationship or having just come out of one to the point where they're still entangled. I would just be careful of that. I do feel like there is some chemistry between the two of you, but they're not going to cross that bridge without some help. He said, Karma the Mythbuster. You know it. So Marvel's asking, will Jupiter and Capricorn help water signs? You are a force to be reckoned with. You should do videos together more. Yes.
We will. I promise.
Let's see. He said, if you want a reading, subscribe and like. It's a start. What would you need to do to get my cards read? Just uneasy. Post my question in there so I can get to it. You're welcome, Loveritas. I appreciate it. What's up, 90s kid? And see, here's the thing. I'm all about making things simple. What does the future hold for Karma and Moxie? So here's what we're going to do.
Oh, my God.
I am going to teach her how to play with... it's right here. Hold on. It's not coming out of my mouth, but I can see it. Zoom. So when you use Zoom and you do meetings on Zoom, you can actually pull up the charts so we can see them, and we'll be doing those together. We have an office that is being built out, so we're going to have a private space this week where we can do our conferences and lectures, and the office will be our private space. This is borrowed space that we're working in right now. I smudged damn near yesterday.
Oh, yes, she did. And you should have seen my teenage boys with their bad attitudes go.
He ran out of the room, and he goes, "That's bullshit." I'm like, "You left, didn't you?"
Oh, yeah, it was funny.
I don't believe in that. I'm like, "I believe in it. You just left the room with your bad attitude." So
bad attitude.
All right. Hey, guys, can I get a love reading? This is for my 90s kid. How are you? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. So if you want a one-on-one with me, you go to karmaondeck.com. If you have some questions for Moxie, you can go to magicandmoxie@gmail. And sign?
No, it's
Magic N. So Magic N. Magic and Moxie. Okay, so... Five of Pentacles usually has to do with someone being sneaky or sneaky with money. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to put that on blast. I feel like somebody's over your shoulder. That's why I meant in private or get a reading. So if you want a one-on-one with me, karmaondeck.com. If you want to book with Moxie, I'm going to put her on the website too, so you can find her there. But you can reach out to her and just kick a PayPal over there. Her readings are... You're going to require an hour of time from her. So you're going to get a 30-minute reading, but she's got to do some research for you beforehand. So reach out to me, karmaondeck.com, or you can find her at Magic and Moxie. And I'll put that right here.
Well, yeah.
In the comments. And I made you a moderator so you can comment anything at any time.
So basically my, what would you call it? My little superpower is my passion is to get into your natal chart, because your transits and what's going on with the planets means so much more when you know exactly what they're transiting with from your natal chart. And those are super fun. You can book those. I do those. So, and you can just email me. All I need is, I need your birth date, where you were born, and what time you were born. And then it takes me about 3 hours.
And the place.
Yeah. Place, time, date.
So here's the thing. She's a beast with this. So it's probably some of the most thorough readings I've ever seen anybody do. She doesn't miss a single atom of it. So, and she'll tell you what's pertinent too. And then she leaves out the bullshit. So, but the thing with astrology is you can keep going. So, yeah, like and subscribe. You guys can find me on social media, Karma on Deck, any of them. They're all on the links on the banner. So you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Facebook's my favorite because we have groups there. But anyway, so Uneasy is asking, 90s kid. Let me get a love reading for 90s kid. Did we already do that? No, I didn't already. See, this is where I get lost. My ears are ringing bad. Uneasy. If I didn't get to you, just remind me. I'm sorry, 90s kid. I went on a couple dates with this girl I found on Tinder. But there's a problem. She's moving far out of state, and at the end of December, I'm not sure if I should go with the long distance style relationships. Your charts are 120 for a chart to be pulled. $100. $99.99 introductory offer. All right, so it's 120 for those natal chart readings. And that's a steal, guys.
3 hours.
Yeah, it's hours of study. Okay, so let's look at this and finish Uneasy's question. She's moving far out of the country. So I do see you spending some money on maybe visiting this individual, but they're so perfect that you don't want to let it go. They almost feel like, as if they're Fantasyland or Disneyland and kind of perfect. I am seeing that you might have to wait, and I'm getting the Four of Swords, and that has a tendency to be someone ghosts you or gets quiet. I would play it out and see how it how it pans out and what happens and what unfolds. Because the Five of Cups tells me you're going to be wanting something you can't have. The Hangman being put on the bench and waiting. The only problem is connection is pretty incredible and you don't want to let it go. But don't let this be a fantasy, okay? Because this is my Fantasy of Disneyland card right here. 10 of Cups. Disneyland's bullshit. They're rebar costumes and a script. So don't buy into the fantasy. Play with what's real. Play what's in front of you. I was talking to one of my coaches today and he was saying, is it paying you though? Like, how much can you do in a day that isn't paying you? And that's all great to be about concepts and ideas, but is this relationship physical and tangible? Is it really feeding your soul? Are you getting the connection and physicality that's also necessary? So I can't should you. You didn't pay for a coaching session, so I can only tell you what I see. What you do with that is up to you. She's saying 120 is really good. But that's only for the introductory offer. So if you get in on that now, it's not going to be like that forever because she's been busy already.
Yeah.
So, Infinity, my question is, what is Taisha's energy towards me? Let's take a look and see what Taisha's energy is.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you.
So this is for Infinity. I think it's Infinity. I'm just old as fuck and I can't really read. YFNTY. Infinity. Either you're from Egypt. Where's Bebo at? Anybody know where Bebo's at? I haven't seen her in a little bit. She's usually right up on here. Zing. Some of my regular players aren't on here. All right. So this individual has the impression that being around you is a little overwhelming. They also have depression, so mood swings are not having anything to do with you. And they can be a tendency to be a little stubborn and arrogant, and they do feel as if they know everything. So it doesn't matter what you come to this individual with, they're still going to have their own opinions because they're hard to talk to. But I'm also seeing this individual feels like you're unapproachable because you are so well put together at times that it almost feels as if they don't measure up. So they're also going through a lot. But their energy towards you, it's such a hard question. It's like I always pick apart what's going on with them.
Yeah.
Is there's a comparison. It might even be jealousy. I don't know if that helps you. But that's where it sits. So karma, any plans for Christmas and should we be setting intentions?
Always.
Well, don't we have new moon energy coming next week?
Yes.
So new moon is my favorite. And my birthday's coming up actually, and I'm going to Vegas in a week. In a day. Going in a day. But I don't know. I'm not making any plans for Christmas. I don't blow money on that shit. I wait till the first of the year when everything goes on clearance for my birthday.
Should I do a moon dance during the eclipse? Sweetheart, you should do a moon dance whenever you feel like it. And do it naked.
Yes. I so swear I'm going to get kicked out of Utah.
I'm going with you.
We're just going to come into Utah like a cannonball and shift shit because we're laying on a crystal bed. I don't know about you, Marvel Girl. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was Steve-O. Steve called me when I first moved here, and I said, I am literally vibrating like a battery. This entire city is laying on a crystal bed.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, Drip Candle Company. I want a candle.
What does the rest of my month look like for me? Ooh, good question.
Hold on a minute. I got a trick for you. Hold on.
Oh, hello.
Now you can see this. Bulk.
Marvel Corn. That's good right there.
All right. So anyways, what is, there we go. Gratitude is the new attitude. You know what? So would you say that gratitude is the new attitude? I would. Bargain bin Betty checking out the sales.
I would always say gratitude is the attitude. What do you always say? That which you focus on persists.
Ooh, what you resist persists. So if it's something you don't like, you persist on that shit.
Yeah.
What does the rest of my month look like for me? I literally love to thrift shop, though. We found some really good rolly bags for our computers and our cards, and we look like professional bitches now. Send me your address.
So I've had some pretty dope shoes.
It's on my website, darling. It's my business address is 1973 West Sunset. I'll put it in there for you. Drip Candle Company. So, what does the rest of my month look like for me? Actually,
do you get it here?
Not at Bluff Street.
Oh.
So, first thing that comes up for you is you have done a bunch of business building. I am seeing there is some foundation that you have laid already. And I don't know if you're teaching, but I'm seeing the Hierophant, which is telling us that there might be some requirements of you to teach and be in front of people. Either that or you've gone through a whole ton of shit and you are learning a bunch of lessons, because I'm seeing the Three of Swords, which has to do with miscommunication. However, I do see some new contracts coming your way. The Queen of Swords is telling me that you've literally put some things behind you, and the Queen of Cups is playing with love energy. So I don't know if new contracts are coming up or if you're paying taxes at the end of the month, but that's showing up. Four of Coins is you reinvesting money. And I'm also seeing that I don't know if you work from home or if you've been isolated a little bit lately, but the Hermit is coming up. But what I do love about the Hermit is it's telling you that all the advice that's coming from other people right now isn't necessary, and it's time for you to just step into your own leadership. This ball means the middle, by the way. That's your little compass, so if you ever want to just know where you are on the camera, it's right there. But I'm also seeing Six of Cups, which is celebration, quite possibly a vacation for you. There is definitely Four of Swords is tension, though. So if you've bitten off more than you can chew, just breathe. I do feel like you're pretty capable of what you set yourself out to, because the Ace of Coins is telling me that there is like some money coming your way. So surplus is definitely coming your way. But remember, the decision making is on you. The Hermit card is telling me that it's most important for you to rely on your own counsel at this point. It's 1973. I think it's West Sunset. West Sunset?
I don't know. That one. I know my address.
Yeah, we're not giving out your address.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. You guys, yeah, we're not going to give my
the
address.
Business address.
Lessons. Yes.
Yeah, it's West Sunset.
Is there a little port over there?
Underneath there is. So anyways, that's where my business is going to be located, 1973. You're feeling isolated. Okay, so just know that the work that you are doing, by the way, I'm going to redact that after you copy it, the address down. But Ace of Coins is saying...
You saw it here.
You saw it here. Now this is channeling.
So get a reading.
Lessons. Okay, so there's the address, and you can look up the zip code from there. So... anyways,
he was like, I thought I saw a ghost in the chat with you.
So anyways, the good thing to notice for you too, Drip Candle Company, is the Ace of Coins sitting on top is telling me that the work that you've done, because if you look here, the Four of Wands, this is a structure. Did you say four of? Oh my God, you guys have no idea what this bitch can do with tarot. I can't wait until she. Did you bring your cards?
Yeah.
Oh, Moxie's gonna do readings, y'all. It's on now. She's in so much trouble. Okay, so the Four of Wands is here, and that means building and structure. So here's what we're gonna do when we teach tarot. I know some shit. I just don't know how to teach it as the way she does, and we're gonna do this together. So here's what's cool. She has this little chart that she made for me that can describe how you can do tarot with a deck O cards, like a literal 52 deck O cards, okay? Because she talks about fours are what? Building?
Yeah.
So fours are building. So Four of Wands is work and building work. Fours is structure. So you've already laid down the foundation that has to do with you getting what you need in place structure-wise. So you build the framework, then you can build your house. Which is what she told me this morning, to get my shit together and stop being a little fucking airhead and channel all the time and sit down and tell her some things so she can get to work.
I did. Could you guys imagine for a second trying to chastise karma? Okay? I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit scared. But there's this moment where you look at her and you just have to go, hey, slow down.
Take it down a notch.
We have to cater to normal people. You can't ask for investors. You can't anything without something on paper. I get it, you're channeling, but other people can't see it.
All right,
So it's good.
Marvel Girl would like to be, and I would like to gift this to you as well, Marvel. Because you've moderated all the time, she's going to do your reading. You're going to be the first, Marvel, because you are so amazing at moderating our channel. And
Does Marvel have a question?
no, just go.
Okay. All right. All right, Marvel, let's do this.
Marvel Girl's first.
I'm not as familiar with this camera as Karma, so give me a minute. Sorry, guys. Give me a second.
There you go.
Yeah. So, Marvel, I feel like you were at like the beginning of something, but for something else to get started, right? You've got the Tower card. You got to tear something down. Something's going to fall. I don't like the word fall. Something's got to come apart. But what you're building is you're looking for something that's like a legacy. That's your legacy card right here. This is all about legacy and building something that is well-rounded. But I do have the Ace of Pentacles, so that's all about new beginnings and success. And you got the Seven of Wands. For me, this one is, right? I love this card, by the way. I get all excited about my cards, guys. Seven of Wands basically is saying that you've got a lot of dissension and you got a lot of whatever it is that you're attempting. This tells me that you have varying voices, some that are for it, some are against it. This is the crowd down here. I love it because it kind of looks like they grab the pitchforks, but it's not really. And
Pressure.
yeah, yep, pressure. But I see you being successful at whatever it is. I feel like you're coming into that power.
Always coming up as that queen, Marvel Girl. I love it. So you do have the Tower card with this too. And that's telling me that, like, I don't know, this is definitely King of Wands. Your management style, and because I know you, the King of Wands, you're always being asked to do more than you're paid for. And the Tower card, it's a shit show right now. It's Christmas. Works in Costco.
Oh, okay.
So you do have some opportunities coming up. The Fool is right there, but you're definitely building on that. Are you still going to class? Are you still getting your financial licenses for finances and stuff?
Just got some regret.
You didn't take that class like you wanted to, did you? Your decision making right here.
Yeah,
King of Swords.
ask us. Tell us, did you take that class? Because I see regret right here. Or the loss of an opportunity or something that you were wanting to do.
Ooh. In the meantime, Drip Candle Company, will you send me? You're dead on. Of course she is. I don't pick no junk. So this is my best friend. She's amazing. I knew she would be. So Drip Candle Company, will you send me some information on your company via email at karmaondeck702@gmail so that I can help promote what you do and find out about it? I write my exam in February.
Wow.
There you go. Boom. Yeah. Getting rid of the doubt in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know if you still have the same phone number, Marvel, but I'm 702 number. I just texted you. And I'll email you the information you need regardless.
Oh. Can I be next? You guys, this is trial by fire. I haven't gotten on live and done any tarot yet. Right? Because, I'm just like you guys. My biggest critic, my biggest doubter. The information's in my head. Can I tell them?
Anything you want. They already know I'm wide open. I'll talk about it.
I played with another deck, a very spiritual deck, the Toth deck. And I sat and played with a bunch of decks. This deck totally spoke to me. That's why I can read it. So we're reading for Kaulana
913 right here.
All right. Do you have a question? No? Okay. So we got Two of Wands, right? This is just showing two paths. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually getting a feeling that you anticipate problems on a regular basis, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. You just keep working the same way. You know how to fix things. That's your bag. I also see that you have a lot of information and a lot of knowledge, but you're not, and like you carry it with you, but you keep doing the same thing. Are you doing the same thing over and over again? The same problems keep coming up in your life. I got the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is just like Marvel's card, where you have a lot of varying opinions about what you should do, how you should do it. I still feel like, though, that you keep doing the same thing over and over, even though there's multiple paths. But I see Ace of Wands. I see opportunity. I see that there's opportunity that keeps popping up for you, but you may have too much information coming at you all the time, varying opinions, and so you're having a hard time just executing a decision. What do you think? Kelowna, give me some feedback.
So Mermaid Shark is asking a question too. I am great. Thank you. Yes, you may ask a question. Hannah P, thank you for the welcome back. I've been kind of going on a wing a little bit. I am literally living, you guys know I was planning on going to Miami, but what ended up happening was I decided to come visit family and never go home, and she put a leash on it. She said, "Oh, I got you now. I've been waiting all these years for you to be in my neighborhood." 23 years. She said, "No, my turn, bitch. You're staying home."
I did. You are home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where our tribe is. Kelowna, are you still with us? I'd love to hear.
There's a good 30-second delay.
Yeah.
Hi, Shia. What's up? Mermaid Shark. Okay. Let me see here.
Mermaid Shark wanted to ask a question. Thank you, Marvel. Hi, Karma. Welcome back. I've missed your videos. Right? I miss her face when I don't get to see her for a whole day. You guys imagine that? I get to see her every day. And I'm not going to lie, it's not always easy living with a psychic. Bitch knows if you ain't telling her.
Oh, and here's the other thing, too, is when she gets to channeling at night and I wake up in the morning and I'm like, dude, you didn't sleep.
Compliment. Oh, yeah. She'll be like, hey, did you have bad dreams? Because I was there. I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, I know. I felt it.
So she says, can you tell me why I don't seem approachable? Are you a Libra?
You say Libra?
I don't know why it came out of my mouth.
Oh.
Welcome to my head.
Cancer.
Cancer, she's saying. What's your sign?
Yeah.
Madonna calls and tell her I'm not here. Miami can wait, because here's what's true. I decided to come spend some time here with oh, hell no.
Why you're not approachable, huh? All right. So I see this. What's her name? Mermaid Shark.
Why you don't feel approachable?
Go ahead.
No,
let's pull. You read.
I'm hearing that I'm channeling, so I'm kind of picking up that sometimes you're so focused on a task that people don't feel like you care. And that can be when you remove personality from a task, people don't feel like they're valued.
Yeah. I feel like you're very, very, very future paced and in your head. I think that you're in your head a lot. And so you're thinking about the future, you're thinking about your options. I also feel like you have it set that you know what you want, and anybody that doesn't fit in there, even if you could take the journey with them, I feel like anybody who comes in that you decide if it fits. Oh, she's Aquarius. So you've decided whether or not they fit. Let's see, maybe too soon, right? Yeah. So you spend a lot of time weighing options instead of just letting things flow and doing options. I feel like you're super powerful, but I feel like you keep coming up to the same things with people. Do you get the same interactions with people over and over and feel like they never change? That would be an interesting question. That's what I think. I think that you're very future paced, right? Everything's about where does this go? Where's it going to be instead of just be? What's the lesson this month? just be. Like
True
slow down
story.
and just be.
If I have to hear that one more time,
You need it.
my paycheck was $100. Not 5. That was fun.
Oh wait, from the Dickens Festival?
Nope, psychic power.
Oh, okay.
I didn't put that much in.
No, we're not paying for questions.
No, but you can pay me. I don't mind.
We like donations though.
So anyway, yeah, there's donations up there. You can hit the PayPal if you want.
Too focused on meeting the deadlines. That's what I was saying. You're too future paced. You got to stop and be in the moment for a minute.
Are you ready to quit? It's been an hour.
I am exhausted because
Well, she's going to be back up in the morning at 4 a.m. So for those of you that are East Coast, it's going to be like 6 a.m. for you. You people in...
it'll be 8. I
8
start
a.m.
recording around 6.
And you post it on 8.
No. I'm saying it'll be 6 o'clock my time when I'm posting.
Oh, 8. My
and then
bad,
8
my
o'clock on the East Coast.
About the info, I'll send it with a candle. Oh, cool. I love it. Thank you. All right. So listen, we're going to have a little bit more of her. I don't know if she's going to join me tomorrow night or not, but you're going to definitely see her in the morning with your aspects. And look forward to her playing around on our channel. You know what? Let me teach you a little bit something, Mermaid Shark. You're intimidating. So if you come from love, like she just sat here and told you, do you know what it's like trying to coach karma? I can be an asshole, and I think I know it all, and sometimes I do, but here's what's true. Not a lot of people know what I need, and so I step into my leadership, and sometimes that's intimidating. Her boss today, when she went in there, she's like, ooh, she shut right down when you walked in the room. So there is nothing wrong with having feminine power, and if they're intimidated, good. That leaves a level of respect that you can't attain from most people. It can be uncomfortable, and it's incredibly lonely at times. However, there's nothing wrong with stepping into your power.
Well, and I have a phrase too that I love. You got to ask yourself one important question. Are you intimidating or are they intimidated? Don't take ownership of that shit. Do not take ownership. They're intimidated. Totally different.
So their weakness has nothing to do with your power. Love you. If you know how to... Christelle, now you come on. I got to go to bed too. I've been on here for about 2 hours. I did all you guys' aspects on the last 2 videos. I'm sorry, all you guys' readings. We're going to see your aspects on here in the morning from Miss Moxie. I'm glad you guys got to meet her. Catch you on the flip side. Like I said, if you want to reach out to Moxie, it's Magic and the Moxie at Gmail. And mine's karmaondeck.com if you want to book a reading. So,
Magic N.
And I said that.
N, Moxie.
All right, guys, we will catch you next time. Love and light.
Love ya.
It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fun.